Michelle Ng has been working at the same accounting firm for more than 10 years and loves the traveling that comes with the job. And with more than 35 trips per year, she gets plenty of opportunities. The only downside, her clients are global, so she has to be available around the clock. But she doesn't complain. Her husband Mike does sometimes, though. So Michelle always schedules at least 3 vacations per year for the couple and their young son and daughter. It's Tuesday, and as usual, Michelle is busy at work. She receives an email that she has to leave for Tokyo for a big client meeting on Thursday and Friday. She logs into her corporate travel portal to book her flight, but since it's the last minute, there are no preferred seats left. She looks around for the best seat possible, but realizes she has to settle with the middle seat in 22B. If Michelle named the most frustrating thing about the travel, this would be it. The day before the flight, Michelle is packing and decides to check in with her mobile. She receives her electronic boarding pass and then notices that the app has recognized her platinum status. To her delight, it has already upgraded her to seat 4B. If there's something that eases Michelle's mind before a flight, it's an instant upgrade. Now she remembers why she loves traveling. She also authorizes the app to connect to her Facebook account to see if there's anyone she knows on the flight. She's happy to see that her colleague is sitting in first class, too. Great. Now they can share a cab to the business meeting when they land. The airline sends Michelle a confirmation email to her phone with all her flight, airport, and weather details. She decides to pack a sweater. It's going to be a bit colder in Tokyo than in Singapore. When she arrives at the airport, the pre-flight process is extremely smooth with her mobile boarding pass. She needs to make some phone calls before the flight, so she heads straight to the Global Airways Platinum Club. She swipes her phone to enter, and a concierge from the airline welcomes her by name and directs her toward the refreshments. Michelle sits down and notices a digital screen on the counter that greets her. The screen shows an offer for a weekend getaway at Superland in Tokyo with a QR code. She quickly snaps the QR code to look at later. Then she receives a text that offers meet-and-greet limousine service when she arrives in Tokyo. This is perfect because she has to go straight to her meeting after she lands. Michelle has just boarded when the pilot suddenly announces that the plane will be delayed due to mechanical problems. Unfortunately, everyone needs to exit the plane. Michelle gets a bit anxious. She has to make it to the meeting. Then she gets a text message from Global Airways saying that they can book her on another flight that connects in Hong Kong. They also offer to coordinate the transfers and notify her husband about her new schedule. When she accepts the new flight, she's instantly offered a $100 voucher for an airport meal or for use at duty-free. The stressful situation just got a bit easier. When Michelle arrives in Hong Kong, she has free time while waiting for her connecting flight. She picks up her tablet and looks at the promo getaway package from the QR code she scanned at the Global Airways Platinum Club. It turns out that the package includes flight, hotel, and access to the park. Then she gets a crazy idea. She'll invite her husband and kids to join her in Tokyo this weekend. She's excited, and better still, they'll love it. She begins to book their trip. Just before confirmation of purchase, she's offered an upgrade at her hotel. And since her hotel is a partner to Global Airways, she can use her bonus points. She sees that she can merge her points with her husband's and takes the upgrade. Michelle immediately receives a confirmation email with the new flight and hotel reservations and is rewarded with double miles from the airline. This couldn't have worked out better. Now she'll have her family with her this weekend, and Global Airways gained 3 more passengers for a last-minute getaway. On her flight to Tokyo, Michelle is upgraded again because of the delay. Then she's immediately served her favorite drink on the plane. She sits down and takes out her tablet to check her email and do some work. An email from Global Airways informs her that, due to the delay, her bags didn't make it on this flight, but will be delivered to the destination of her choice. Michelle is relieved she'll be staying over the weekend and gives Global Airways the name of her hotel. She arrives safe and sound in Tokyo. Fortunately, her car service has been informed about the delay and is waiting for her right on time. After a hectic but rewarding day full of meetings, Michelle checks into her hotel. She's very pleased to find that the bags have already been delivered right to her room. She also finds a bouquet of flowers and an apology note from the airline. Next, she receives a text to confirm that she received the bags. She quickly responds, and as she sits down to check her emails, she gets another text telling her that she was credited double miles for any inconvenience on this trip. Michelle is thrilled to see a notification from Global Airways saying that her family has departed and is on the way. They also got an upgrade on their flight. Knowing they're having a good flight makes her happy. During the flight home, Michelle's husband logs onto Twitter and posts a couple of family photos of the amazing time they had at Superland. Michelle and her kids play on her tablet when, after much persuasion from the kids, she enrolls them in the Global Airways Mini Flyers Club. Michelle smiles at her children and thinks back on the trip that started with chaos but ended with so many great memories. She decides to go ahead and like the Global Airways Facebook page. She gets a post back from Global Airways thanking her for her support. The airline also tells Michelle that they're interested in running a feature story about Michelle's experience for its High Flyer in-flight magazine, in return for a $500 voucher for her hotel stay. As they return home to Singapore, Michelle already starts planning her next trip with Global Airways. South Africa looks amazing and has always been on her list of places to visit during the summer.